Hey everybody, it's Fig Corner 2000 back at it with another unboxing, and today we're looking at Marvel Legends series Secret Wars Wolverine. So let's get right to it. Due to this being a Secret Wars figure, it does come with a lenticular right here that flips sides between normal Wolverine and then his counterpart right there. And then there is a Marvel Superhero Secret Wars 40th anniversary thing that you can also put in there if you didn't want this one. But let's get this packaging open. Alrighty, you guys know the drill. Now that this is out of its actual packaging, I'm going to take these accessories out and then give a little bit of backstory on the figure.
Okay, so Wolverine's official name in the comics is James Howlett. He was born in Alberta, Canada. Eventually, a traumatic experience happened and he changed his name to Logan. Unfortunately, he became a captive in his government's X Factor mutant program. In this experiment, he gained an adamantium skeleton and then also adamantium claws that come out of his skin. He basically cannot die and is basically impenetrable because of said skeleton. He went on to become part of the X-Men and work under Professor Xavier with Cyclops, Jean Grey, Beast, people like that. He is shown in the X-Men 97 TV show, the X-Men films from the early 2000s, Deadpool and Wolverine, and is going to be shown in Doomsday and Secret Wars. Overall, he's a pretty cool character and a pretty cool idea. That's basically all you need to know about Wolverine, so I'm going to let the video continue playing in 3, 2, 1.
Alright, with him out of the packaging, let's cover the accessories and the figure. He comes with a pair of fist hands right here and another pair of fist hands, but the claws are out. These claws are longer than the other Wolverine back there, which I like a lot, and I think it's really cool. And then a sort of mean face right here as well. And then on the figure, there is already this sort of smirking face right there. The figure's art is very cool, and I like the brown and yellow design compared to the gold and blue design. It's just a personal preference of mine. But let's move on to the figure's articulation. The figure can look up this much, look down this much. This is a sort of standard body mold for Marvel Legends, but it only has this crunch right here, which is decent. It goes down this far and then goes back this far. And then, of course, there's that waist swivel right here, as well as there being butterfly shoulders as well right here, but that butterfly joint, it's very, very stiff, but it does move. The shoulder swivels all the way around like this. It goes out all the way to here, like that. There's a bicep cut right here. Forearm and bicep movement are decent as well right here. And then the wrist moves like normal. And the same can be said about the other arm. The hip moves up to here, which is semi-decent. It goes up all the way like this, all the way around, which is very, very nice. Then it goes back a bit, but not that far because of this butt piece back there. There's a thigh cut on this figure as well. Swivels all the way around like this. And then the knees move up like this, which is nice. There is a boot cut as well, but it's a little hard to move because of this boot that Wolverine has on. But you can get it to move around like this. Out of the box, there is a little bit of scuffing back here. Not sure what this is, might be paint. Although this hairy arm jaw right here is very, very good. Then there's a standard foot articulation down here, but like usual, no toe joint. And yes, this being comic accurate, he is a little bit shorter than the standard Marvel Legends, as shown by the Punisher right here. With that being said, let's move on to posing this figure. I got him in this first pose right here, and I think it looks really good. Although I would have preferred a masked head where he was streaming. I think it'd look really good for charging poses or just anything with these claws, because this is sort of awkward where he's just smiling. But let's move on to one more pose. For this final pose, I decided to do a little bit of everything. One claw hand, one fist hand, and then the unmasked head sculpt. I think this figure is really cool, but let's move on to a review. Okay, for this pose, during the review, I got him as if he's lunging at someone. This is not my best posing, but I still think it looks really cool. Overall, I give this figure a 7.3 out of 10. I think it's a decent pickup. I'm a little disappointed. I did want the astonishing 85th anniversary Wolverine, but I had to settle for this. It's not a big deal, but I would prefer the standard gold and blue suit over this one to start with. I'm going to pick up a couple more Wolverines, though, just to add to that collection. Overall, I think the artwork, sculpting, and look of this figure is very nice, and it is a decent pickup for my collection. If you guys made it to the end of the video, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and make sure to stay tuned for more videos to come. Thank you, guys.